How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about a new company that Ark Invest just bought into. And it's really interesting because this company is a SPAC and they were just announced 2 days ago and Ark Invest was already buying yesterday. So Ark Invest typically doesn't invest in these companies this quickly. They usually wait a little bit longer. So I want to take a look at it today. It's in the genomics sector. It's in the tech sector. It's in the AI sector. It's growing pretty quickly. It's also a SPAC, like I said, so there are a lot of catalysts going for it. I want to talk you through it and just bring up the investor presentation and walk you through it a little bit. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. Usually, for some reason, with these videos on what Ark Invest is buying, for some reason, people click off like 2 minutes in, like they just want to hear what the name is. But you guys should definitely wait a little bit longer because I'm going to tell you towards the end what I'm doing with the company. So definitely stay through to that because I am planning on buying it hopefully at some point, but I'll explain to you when I'd want to buy in because I think it's going to be really important to know a good buying in price on this one. So if you guys like this, again, thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting subscribe. There is a link down there if you want some free money from WeBull. Just deposit $100. Also a link down there to BlockFi in case you want to get some cryptocurrency and get an interest rate. I use it myself. I have over $25,000 in there. So definitely check that out. Also, there's a link down there if you want to see exactly when I buy stocks and when I sell stocks. You can definitely check out the link down below to Patreon. I bought a couple stocks today and a couple yesterday. So definitely check out that link down below if you haven't already. So the company we're looking at today is CMLF or CM Life Sciences. You can see here, they actually bought a significant amount of this company. So they bought about $35 million worth, over 1.5 million shares. Now, this SPAC was just announced on the 10th, and you can see it moved up a lot throughout the week. I mean, we have not seen a red day in at least 6 days here. And now it's sitting around $26 a share. Like I said, yesterday it was around $22. It popped on the announcement on the 10th and went up from 14 up to about 20. Now, this company is merging with Sema4. So Sema4 is a disruptive AI-driven genomic and clinical data platform company that's going to combine with them. Now, the combination is expected to provide about $800 million in cash to shareholders in Sema4. They want this to accelerate organic and inorganic growth. I listened to an interview with the CEO, and he said basically they could do a lot more, but they needed some kind of revenue, or they needed some kind of investment, bigger investment. And they've already had some pretty notable shareholders and investors in the past, but they needed more money. And that's when someone suggested a SPAC to them. So just a little background on the company. They have about 10 million total patients. They have about $200 million in revenue for 2020 or $190 million. The person that is the CEO and founder was the dean, or is the dean for precision medicine and the professor in predictive health and computational biology at Icahn School of Medicine and Mount Sinai in New York. These are some of their investors so far. So they've had BlackRock, Blackstone, Section 32. You can see some of the other ones there too. So they've had some big names. Their main project is putting an AI system in to help with genomics and with disease. So they show this here. Basically, there are all different kinds of patients. They have different levels of, problems in their body. And typically we just say, okay, they're either fine or they're sick. There's nothing in between. But what they found is there's a gray area here. And they're hoping that AI learning can help with that and give, specific diagnosis, specific help with certain types of problems and different kinds of disease. They have about 190 million last year. They're expecting 265, then 360, then 504. Now, their revenue is broken down a couple different ways. So they have partnerships, they have direct testing. They think that their partnerships are going to become a bigger and bigger portion of their overall revenue. So they're going to help, or they're going to work with other companies, obviously. The margin is going to go up over time too. I am considering buying this. I'll just be honest with you. I like the industry that's in. I've been investing in genomics for a while, or for a couple months, and it's done quite well between SENS, which is up 150%, BNGO, which is up 900%. They have a good management team. They have good investors. Ark Invest is buying really early on for this company. And you can see their management team is loaded with people from big companies here. Usually we don't see Ark Invest go and invest this much money this early on. Like I said, they jumped actually 20% after Ark Invest bought this. It's supposed to be valued around $2 billion though, this company after the merger, but they're up so much before the merger happens. I'd really like to see them come back down to maybe $20 or so. Right now it's being valued around like a $5 billion company, if I'm doing my math right, because it's sitting around $25. Now, I don't know if it will fall down to $20, but if it falls down to anywhere near there, like if we're in the $20 to $22 range, I'll definitely consider it. I just think that it's a little bit pricey. And honestly, if you're looking at a genomics company, or you're looking for a genomics company that is in the tech sector, this might be a good solution, but I think it's valued a little bit high. I mean, we're sitting at 25 times price to sales ratio for this last year. Now, it could keep on growing. I think this sector is going to keep on growing, but I have money in other plays that I like a little bit more in the genomic sector, and I can only have so much money, in the market in this sector to stay well diversified. And just to be clear, I realize that this is very revolutionary technology when you consider the fact that you have an AI system that can take vast amounts of data and really make sense of it, as opposed to maybe a doctor that only sees a couple hundred patients. This AI system will see way more patients, be able to make real-time adjustments and provide better care and be very scalable too. However, there are a lot of innovative companies out there right now, and we still have to pick and choose which we feel like are the best investments at a good price. So that's something to consider too. So I fully understand that this could be huge. Again, Ark Invest put $35 million in it, but I think it's a little bit highly valued. I want to know your thoughts on this down below. If you guys want to see, they were actually on CNBC 2 days ago on their Fast Money halftime report, the day that they announced this SPAC merger. So definitely check this out if you're interested. I'm sure you can just go to Semaphore and find it on there. I think it's on their media side. So definitely check that out if you're interested. I would do some due diligence on this company. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see another video on a company that I bought recently, I'll put it up on the end screen. It actually has gone up a decent amount this week, so definitely check that out so you can get in on it before it goes up anymore. If you guys want to check out the link down below to WeBull to get some free money, if you want to check out the link down below to BlockFi to get some interest on cryptocurrencies, or if you want to check out the link down below to Patreon to see, exactly when I buy and sell stocks, definitely check those out. Thank you guys, and I will see you in this video on the end screen. Bye.